Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Sagittarius. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Sagittarius, please. All right, so you have the Page of Swords coming through. All right, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, this could be somebody who's spying on you. It could also be an online connection. They're also showing up as the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, they're viewing you as the Three of Pentacles, and the connection, the Five of Pentacles. All right, and we see the Hermit card. So some of you may be dealing with a Virgo or someone with strong Virgo in their chart, which tells me you have somebody here who's practical, somebody who's organized, somebody here that is single is what I'm getting. But I also feel like this is somebody who doesn't really give access to themselves to just anyone. They're very discerning about whom they get involved with or invested in. Now, the Page of Swords tells me and confirms with the Hermit card that this is definitely a secret admirer, or at least they start off that way, Sag. We see the Tower. Ooh, this person is going to shock and surprise you. There may also be some coincidence. That's not even really the right word, but something really uncanny that brings you two together in an unexpected way or in an unexpected manner. Aries and Scorpio is prominent here with this card. And we see the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so we have Aries, Leo, Sag. So what I'm getting is, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, there could be some sort of third party around this person. They may leave someone to be with you or to pursue you. But I'm also kind of getting that you may have somebody who kind of has had some player ways in their past. They could be a self-proclaimed bachelor or bachelorette, and, they may have been a bit promiscuous in their past there. But I kind of feel like there's something about you that's making them want to change their ways, wanting something serious, maybe even regret how they've acted or behaved in the past. All right, and how my Sagittarius are feeling the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a big fat yes. Okay, this is like you do want this new beginning with this person. All right, and again, there might be some hesitation here because maybe third party around them, or maybe because of their past. Okay, but we'll see. We'll dig a little bit deeper. We'll see if there are other messages that come through. All right. We see serendipity. Look, I cannot make this stuff up, Sag. You will cross paths when you least expect it or in an unexpected manner. Yeah, so get ready to be surprised. All right, we have independent. Yeah, see, this is what I'm getting. I think you have somebody here who's a self-proclaimed bachelor or bachelorette. And again, maybe they've dated a lot of people, but nothing was ever really serious. Of course, I think that's until they come to you, until they get to you. But this person has a strong sense of self and self-reliance. So strike a balance between individualism and interconnectedness. Yeah, we see life partner. See, that's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like this is actually going to be a very different relationship where there's a mutual love with a partner who shares your vision for the future. And this is meant to be a long-term connection for you. Okay, so yes, be discerning, do your homework, get to know who this person is and how they've acted and how they've behaved in the past. But I feel like there's something just very different about you, Sag, that kind of is making them change their tune, or maybe just they're ready, right? Maybe it's just them being ready for something different, ready for something serious. And partners in the past or experiences in the past may have been showing them contrast. So we see Aries energy. This sign exhibits strength, resilience, and is a risk taker with a carefree, youthful personality. Okay, so this person may be an Aries. Okay, so we also see that this person is showing up as the Queen of Cups. So they may have strong water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is telling me that this is somebody who's very loving, very nurturing. And, the position that she's in, although she's kind of relaxed sitting on those rocks, sipping a cocktail, I feel like this is somebody, like, she's very alert. Her shoulders are back. It looks like she's about to get up and come towards you. So I feel like this person, like you're just going to really perk this person up, you know? So wherever you meet this person, it's like they're going to be, you know, they're going to be like rip roaring ready to go is kind of what I'm getting when they meet you. Now we see mature man coming out in reverse. Now this can, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. And so for me as a reader, I interpret this card as somebody who could be younger than you. It could also be somebody who's younger, who acts more mature than their age, or somebody who's older who looks younger than they actually are. All right, and we see gift. All right, so this person's love language could be gift giving, or, you know, you may identify this person. They might bring you like a small gift on your first date. All right, they might also, yeah, they're just going to be very loving and very giving. Some of you, this person may have a history with the law in the past. But I also feel with this imprisonment energy, this is somebody who doesn't stay stuck for very long. So I get a very self-empowered energy from this person. They may have also freed themselves from a really unhealthy situation or unhealthy connection, okay, in the past. But like I said, this is a very self-empowered energy. All right, what else do we need to know about them? They may have dreams about you. So some of my Sagittarius, you might experience déjà vu with this person, or they might tell you they've had prophetic dreams about someone like you, or, you know, something like very similar to like your first date. Okay. All right, this person is physically active, so they like to work out, or they take good care of their body, or maybe they have a physically demanding job. They have a unique smile, so something about their smile is going to really draw you in. And we see that they own their own home. They might work in real estate, but to me, this indicates that they have, you know, they have a sense of stability, financial security here. All right, what else do my Sagittarius need to know about this person? Okay, they could be a writer, so it could be somebody who's a published author. It could be somebody that likes to journal, or they write for a living. They love nature and they're very grounded. And for some of you, they're in their 60s. But again, that's a super specific message that's going to be confirmation for some of my Saggies, but it's definitely not going to resonate with each and every one of you. And that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. The Three of Pentacles, Sag, tells me that they see you as somebody who's extremely compatible. And for a lot of you, this indicates you may meet them somewhere out and about in your community, okay? But they see that you're somebody who's easy to work with, easy to get along with. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, they might be a little bit worried that you only toss them some breadcrumbs, or maybe you're dating other people, all right? Or that they're disappointing in some way, shape, or form. And with the King of Wands in reverse, what's interesting is they show up as the Queen of Wands in reverse, and you show up as the King of Wands in reverse. Some of you have been dating a lot, but you just haven't really found the right person yet. But the King of Wands in reverse also indicates that they are probably worried about third party, or they're worried that you're not looking to settle down, or you're not looking to be exclusive. And look at you, Sag, mirroring this person, or you two mirror each other naturally by showing up in the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So naturally very discerning, very organized, very careful about whom you're actually going to allow into your life. All right, so I love that. I love the sort of this mirrored energy, this mirrored soulmate energy I'm picking up on for you too. All right, so we see the student archetype. So they're viewing you this way, or what they really like about you is they see you as humble and devoted to knowledge. So there's not arrogance around this. You know, this is someone who's always open to learning something new, going on a new adventure. Okay. And we see the Lover, okay? So they see you as having a great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So, you know, I do think that your physical connection is going to be fantastic, a lot of passion. But again, they also see that you're passionate and devoted not only to, to them in the future, right? But also to, to your work, to your friends, to your family. But there's definitely a real sexy energy here too. So with the Five of Pentacles, there could be some sort of disappointment or something disappointing here that brings you two together, right? Like this could be like you have really high hopes for someone you go on a date with and it's not it. And then boom, on the tails of that, this person comes in. All right, that could be for you, it could be for them. Spirit saying that this relationship could move towards marriage or sacred union. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself, okay, or time for you to recharge. And some of you might be in this retreat energy. Looks like they are as well. Like you both are kind of planning on or retreating from dating, but Spirit's got other plans here. And Spirit saying here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. So stay present. Some of you already know who this person is. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we get forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And that's how we heal and release karma, okay? So just be gentle with yourselves here, Sag. Because some of you, again, there's something that isn't working out or hasn't worked out. And Spirit saying just, move on from that because there's somebody, there's somebody around the corner here for you. All right, so we see burning desire. So we definitely get this very sexy energy with this connection. I like the confirmation. Love language, gift giving, tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. Spirit's also saying open your heart to this person. They're going to be the one to pursue you. All right. And anything else we need to know, please? Allow the process, allow it to unfold naturally. But I think once you two get together, it's going to move quite quickly. All right, my lovely Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.